Day. Look at you with your little hearts. Oh,
I'm ready.
you're ready to go.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we talked a couple days ago, actually, about these, and these are perfect for Valentine's Day, but this is beauty that Aww, I love this man. This is beauty that comes back year after year after year.
It really does, and I love this one because this is the biggest bloomer of all the hydrangeas we've ever offered and the most unique in color.
Well, it is unique in color, and you know, when I think hydrangea, I think we often think of the blues. This is vibrant, beautiful, bold pink. You're getting a three-piece trio here. We're calling this the Candy Kisses hydrangea. It's M53211. 2 easy payments for you of $22.46 and free shipping and handling. Philip, you are a horticulturist, landscape designer. You bring us Cottage Farms, and if someone's never heard of Cottage Farms before, what is Cottage Farms all about?
We're the grower's grower, which means that we go out and we find the best plants because it's easy to find something that's beautiful. It's a whole nother thing to find something that actually works in your garden. And I'm a horticulturist. I'm not just decorating with plants. I want things to work. The older I get, the more important it is for my garden to take care of itself. These hydrangeas bloom on new wood, which means no matter how bad the winter is, these are always going to bloom. The blooms are bigger, there are more petals, and there's a longer blooming time than any other hydrangea that we offer. The yellow petals will develop a pink edge, then it goes to the beautiful dark pink. They can be up to 10 inches across. Great as a foundation planting. And let me point out, usually when something brand new like this comes out, we offer one. You're getting 3. They're going to bloom this year, little to no pruning. They're great underneath big tall trees with filtered light. They're very long-lived. They're tidy. And you can also dry the blossoms. I like to mix them in with my decorations.
A dried hydrangea, absolutely beautiful. You are going to get home that set of 3 for 2 easy payments of $22.46. It's like all you have to do is figure out where around the house do you want to put that pop of color. And when it comes to planting, what are our best tips? Can we ground, planter, how far apart?
I prefer them in the ground, and if you've got regular hydrangeas, you know, the blues and the pinks and the pastels, this is a great addition to that because it adds a completely different look, something that you've not seen before. I mean, just take a look at that, and this is the habit. This is the way it grows. It's a nice rounded habit. So this is a representation of what you can expect to have for years and years to come. It's longer lived than any of the other mop head type hydrangeas that we offer, but look at the color. Starts off with that yellow with the pink edge, then it goes to that deep pink. What's not to like? I
mean, it's beautiful, and the fact that you can have this pop of color, and these are dense, which, you know, I think sometimes when I think hydrangea, I often think of, you know, the bouquets that you may see, you know, at the grocery store. I think of the floral bouquet for a wedding, and I think of them as, you know, being more singular. When you see them like this, boom, is this a pop of color every day when you come home.
Indeed it is, and because these bloom on the new wood, that means they send up blooms during the early part of the season, and then they keep sending up new blooms. Your regular hydrangeas, sometimes they don't bloom at all. And if they do bloom, they bloom the one time. This is all season long. You've got these beautiful blossoms. And I put them, I dry them, I put them on the mantle, and people think about dried flowers just in the wintertime, but I add these dried hydrangeas to my live arrangements in the summertime.
What a beautiful depth you get then.
You really do, because you can fill the top of the vase up with the hydrangea blossoms and then use it as a living oasis and stick the stems through the hydrangea blossoms, and it holds it all together. You know, it's great for weddings, it's great for parties, and it's great sometimes if you just want to perk yourself up.
And you know what? Who doesn't need to do that every once in a while? You get this trio, the set of 3, for the featured price of $44.92. We've got it on 2 easy payments. As someone who is not an expert gardener, how do these come home to us, and how do I take care of it when I get it home? What's my best bet here?
When they arrive, you'll have 3 of these. They're already nicely branched, as you can see. These will bloom this season. Take the plastic wrapping that will be around it off and water it in, put it in a sunny window if you don't have time to plant right then plant it in morning sun or high canopy shade. The further north you live, the more sun that you can put it in. And they're absolutely good to go then. I plant mine about 4 feet apart. The plants get 4 feet tall, they get 4 feet wide, and then after you get them in the ground, fertilize them, with our fertilizer for acid-loving plants.
That is also available on QVC.com, by the way. M10831 is your item number.
Yes, and that's great. You can also use that on your blueberries and your tomatoes and everything else. You got to feed your plants if you want them to look really great. But these hydrangeas, again, the most unique ones we've ever offered. Look at this gorgeous color. Just absolutely fabulous.
Well, and
what's not to love?
When we talk about that color, is this a color that we can find like at our average garden shop? Or, I mean, this is something truly special.
In your dreams.
Yeah. He says ever so kindly with a smile on his face.
So if you want it, this is what we do. We go out, we look for the absolute best in genetics, the best in color, the best in garden performance. That's why people keep coming to us. We're known for our hydrangeas. Don't miss out on these. If you've had hydrangeas before, add this to your collection and it will be the pop that you need. This is your signature hydrangea.
This is that color that just waves to all of your neighbors as they drive down the street. By the way, this also attracts butterflies and hummingbirds, two wonderful friends to invite into the home to have over. You get the trio, 2 easy payments of $22.46. It is M53211. And then Philip, how do we know when it ships and how do we know when we should plant?
Well, I'm not going to ship anything to you until it's perfectly safe to plant.